morning, family. Let me come run here real quick. Good morning. Anyway, daybreak again, mouth wide open. But I wanted to say something real quick before I get to my destination. Some of the stuff I say, if people can learn from it, that's fine. Like I said, it's not ready for view. These things come to me every day, and I just communicate it the way I know how, or I've been directed to communicate it. So it's okay if two people view, those two people, will think about something that I said. So let's not worry about view, okay? All right. When God is ready for view, there will be more than view. So let's just laugh and go ahead, or learn lessons and go ahead and learn from each other as we go ahead, okay? That's all that is. But I wanted to talk this morning about our children a little bit. So some of us here, we have teenage kids or kids that are still below 25 or even just in their 20s, all right? So we have been brainwashed by the system that when your child turns 18, you're supposed to throw them outside. Well, let me tell you, that system did not work out for them. And while they were throwing them outside, and they had the generational wealth, so they're throwing them outside. Some of them, not all of them, in their own condos, in their own home, they're setting them up. And this is some of them, most of them, after education, after college education and stuff, and they set them up. So if you are poor, some are way below poverty line, and I'm talking about in general in the U.S., we who are overseas, okay? Most of us that are overseas, whether U.S., other countries or whatnot, we need to learn to not dispose of our future. Our children are our future. Although the media, is brainwashing them to think that they need to be out there looking for, I don't know how to put this, but role models that are not going to lead them anywhere, You can't stop talking to them, okay? You have to start something, an example. It does not matter how poor you are, all right? Within 6 months' time, you should be able to come up with something at $1,200. I'm saying depending on where you're planning on buying the land. Something at $1,200 to $1,500 and buy one lot for these kids. And by now, if you're not starting out now, if you're not new overseas and just starting your life out now, as a migrant, I don't care how you got here, that means you've been here a little while for you to be able to start establishing yourself back home. Because you have to put down your little 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom, whatever your mind is set on, put it down, okay? Set your goal that is achievable and start working towards it. But set your goal. You have to put things where your hand can reach so that you can come back and reach for it. Set your goal so that it's not stuck, so that you don't have a cornerstone standing turning green or foundation turning black, that you are able to actually continue and achieve and complete that picture that you imagine in your head. Okay, do that for yourself, you the parent. All right, when you finish doing that for yourself, you don't have to finish. Find another little extra side money. Buy one lot. Start with your oldest child. Buy them that one lot. When you have bought them that one lot, okay, make the deed. You keep the original deed. Give them a photocopy of the deed or show it to them with their name on it. Now, the next step will be Your force sung and away. Force it. Sung and away. Since you finished showing them this deed, now they have a trust. They know, okay, I'm going to go. My mom want to show me something, or my dad want to show me something, or my parent want to show me something in Liberia. Take them back home. Show them. Okay? This is when you start working little by little. This is what we're going to work on. We're going to work on your fence and get something a house plan. This is just an example because eventually they can get their own house plan. But when you have gotten them on ground in Liberia and show them this future house plan or whatever with their fence, say, let's just start on the fence. You start doing your fence little by little, and we will build the fence, and then we will start the house. Or if you want to start the house and you know there's people there to take care of the property or whatever, that's fine. We need to start encouraging our children to do better. If you just tell them, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. You, the parent, you've been struggling to do that in this America. How do you think that child that's sitting there with McDonald's job and no education, no higher education, is going to be able to imagine that picture? It's going to be hard. And when they start working in these factory jobs or in these dead-end jobs, they get themselves in funny things like their own apartment, and before you know it, some girl have gotten pregnant for them, or they have gotten themselves in some sticky situation, and now they're even further stuck. You know? But nothing lost. Y'all can still be there. That's family. That's just addition to the family. But you have to actually help these kids. Talk to them every day when you can. Show them example and get started on this stuff. Because what then happens is you're breaking future generational curse. Okay? The poverty ends on you. Make sure the poverty ends on you. Because what's going to happen, that child going to do that, and then their mind will open, and they would want to do even more for themselves after they see that, after they see the big things that their friends are doing in Liberia, and how people are living lavish life in Liberia, and how they can sit in Liberia, that little 3-bedroom you have, fix it nice. Not fix it in a way that you'll be renting it for $20. No. You have to think better. Fix it, lay out nicely so somebody is able to rent it $300 a week to stay. You know? That's where the fence and security and all that little small thing come in. Get these kids in investments like that, because one day they'll be sitting here, still living this apartment, hand-to-mouth job, but money will start coming from Liberia to these kids. And in case of anything, you, the parent, end up passing, your property, make sure that is in your children's name. Make sure you have a will. And that also add to them having even more. Make sure you have wills that make sense. You know? Because these days there's a lot of leeches out here. Let me just put it that way. There are a lot of leeches. They don't want to know. All they know is that they're going to get it somehow. And you have to be smart and be ahead of them. And when you come in relationship with somebody and they're telling you, you know, your children being around is bothering them, you're going to have to make a wise decision. No man that want to develop with you is going to tell you that. Okay? No man that want to develop with you is going to tell you that. That's the person that will say, we'll keep talking to him, we'll keep talking to her, we'll keep managing. The person that want to develop with you will go that route. Not to say, I don't want to see your child, or I don't, the man, he's a big man now, or the girl, she's a big woman, and You throwing your 18-year-old out on the street to the wolves. The same group out there. They're the same group. After they come from your house, they're selling sausages out there. Then they shake you like how they call it, piranhas in fishing, African fishing basket. When you're standing in the middle of the water trying to catch fish, you take off the basket net and shake it to see what's on the bottom of it. They're shaking you and your kids to throw them outside so they can go out there and fight over them, because those kids, now they just trying to look for a place to lay down. We can't do that to our kids. We have to do better. We seriously, literally have to do better. The devil is working very hard. I met this woman in a parking lot about 3 months now. I think 3 months now. First, I saw the boy with a big mirror on his chest. He carrying it in the garage. I was like, oh, he looked like my son. I don't know why. All of a sudden, I focused on him. Then the next day, I was coming from work again. I ran into the mom. I didn't know that was the mom. This woman was carrying something heavy in her hand. So I stopped the car and helped her carry it. I forgot what it was. Was it a picture? I helped her carry it in the garage. So she was like, oh, thank you. You know, these days, people don't. I said, God bless you. And I said, you know what? You have beautiful children. Before I knew it, she started telling me about her son. Turns out, that's the son I saw with a mirror in his hand. And she was telling me, oh, he's a big man now. I said, how old is he? 18. Either 18 or 19. He's a big man now. He bothered in my relationship. So I told him outside, let him go out there and find his own place. Here's some young boy. The one that the street hotcakes and sausages will run to disturb their life. I just told her, I said, oh my God, your son is so handsome. I said, Ma, you got to hang in there. These men, they don't last. Your child going to be there. You just got to keep talking to them. It's not one day. You got to keep talking to them. You throw him out, that man going to leave at some point. Because they are all like this sometimes. Maybe your own eye not like this, but